Hi everyone, Becky here, back to the textbook. Yeah, today the weather is okay. There's like a typhoon or something, which sounds like it would make the weather worse, but it means it's cooler than usual. Um, so I've got the windows open over that side. You can see the sun on my face. 顶石中文 Capstone Chinese. All right, where were we? Yeah, so we're doing this 环保篇. We're doing something about the environment, and I'll just read it aloud yet again. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of study without recording or without uploading. I record it, but I go so far off track, off topic, that it's like, all right, yeah. So yesterday I was studying, there was a malaria outbreak in China in the 1970s, early 1970s. And I got onto that topic because we read the United Nations report. So this one, right? 联合国千年发展计划. So this came about in 2000. And yeah, so 2001 was 9/11, and other countries were like, you know what? This doesn't seem to be top priority anymore. Although China still kind of focused a bit on this afterwards. So, yeah, I was reading the United Nations report and how the United Nations felt China was doing. Yeah, there was some significant progress. And during that study, I found out there was a big spike in malaria in China in the early 1970s. And I thought, oh, that's weird. Because when I live in China and it's like, there's no malaria here. So I felt like I should investigate that. It's part of Chinese history. Anyway, I'll get back to the textbook. 碳排放的蛋糕怎么切? All right, so that's, sorry, I'll just adjust. That'll do. Okay. 2009年12月7日，举世瞩目的联合国气候变化峰会在丹麦首都哥本哈根召开，来自192个国家和地区的代表，参加了这次大会。各地社会希望在本次大会上商定下一步温室气体减排的方案，就2012到2020年全球应对气候变化问题达成一项新协议。然而，在历时近2周的会议中，参会人数已经远远超过了官方注册的15000人，会场内外硝烟四起。Yeah, this one's a new one for me. 会场内外硝烟四起，一片喧嚣。直到接近卫生代表们仍然没有达成共识。All right, so this is presumably a little edit by the authors of the textbook, and then we have the interview. 记者，这次哥本哈根给人们的感觉一直是尖锐激烈的争吵，到底在吵什么？听众里，其实吵的问题很简单，就是今后不同的国家还能排放多少二氧化碳。这个排放多少，实质又是什么？简单一句话，就是说这个问题是和能源问题联系在一起的，和发展问题是休戚相关的。所以说， 争论半天就是我还能排放多少，我还能使用多少能源。您的意思就是，这个排放就意味着未来的发展权。也，这是肯定的。这个排放权对于普通国民又意味着什么？意味着生活的改善，意味着国家的发展。你的福利能不能进一步的增加，也意味着你有没有工作。您理解的公平是什么？人与人之间应该有个大致相等的排放空间。不过，这次的方案并没有对发展中国家提出要求，也没有要求你减多少，不是吗？它确实是没有对发展中国家减排设定绝对量，但是它对发达国家设定了减排标准。中期2020年有25%到40%的减排，到2050年要有80%到95%的减排。但是它有一个总量，就是全世界二氧化碳的排放总量，统统放在8000亿吨这个大盘子里。那么等于这个蛋糕的数量是确定下来了，也就是说，今后发达国家的人均排放权是发展中国家的2.3倍。尽管减80%，一步一步往下减，但是发达国家基数大，是发展中国家的4.8倍。如果国际上对今后的排放进行严格的限定的话，那么二氧化碳的排放权就会变成一种非常稀缺的、不可多得的商品。就是你想要排有可能 blah blah blah，你不够排你就得买，前提是你承认二氧化碳排放配额是一种稀缺商品，真金白银。那么这个8000亿吨分配的过程当中，多分一点，少分一点是多大的利益？他现在提出一个概念，就是说我不管你是人均还是说贫富，现在只以碳排放大国来算。根据 G8的方案，27个发达国家取走的是多少蛋糕？取走的是44%。发达国家多少人口？11亿人口，余下的55亿人，分56%的蛋糕。那么你说公平不公平？那这个方案本身就没有接人口计算。那么算算账。那你算算账。假如告诉你，中国人从2020年以后，每年花1万亿人民币去购买二氧化碳排放权，你会怎么想？是不是有失公允？换句话说，我对公平的理解，我把排放权视为发展权，视为基本人权，所以人与人之间应该有个大致相等的排放空间。 维护发展中国家的利益，保障发展中国家的发展权利，落实联合国千年发展计划，这难道不是人类的利益吗？假如像您所说的，现在这个方案，发达国家又不接受的话，如果他就这么拖下去，这几年下去，会不会温室效应导致的全球变暖的状况更糟糕了？我很乐观，我研究几亿年以来的环境气候演化，这不是人类拯救地球的问题，是人类拯救自己的问题，跟拯救地球是没有关系的。地球用不着你拯救，地球比现在再高10几度的时候有的是，而地球二氧化碳的浓度比现在高10倍的时候也有的是。地球不都是这么演化过来的，都好好的。毁灭的只是物种，毁灭的只是物种，毁灭的是人类自己。所以是人类如何拯救人类，不是人类如何拯救地球。到底能不能拯救自己，最核心的东西，最终取决于什么？取决于文化文明。人类应对各种挑战的时候，人们有一种更具包容性的、更有弹性的一种文明的产生，或者是我们现有文明有很好的发展。All right, so that's an interview. Just reading aloud for practice. I've gone through it a few times. We've done the vocabulary, we haven't done the grammar. So we'll continue from here on page 41. 注释 footnotes, annotations maybe. 联合国气候变化峰会. We already know this, right? This was a conference slash meeting slash, I should say summit, shouldn't I? In Copenhagen in 2009. So it's adding to it, isn't it? G. So this G is like IE in English, right? G 联合国气候变化大会，从1995年起，每年在世界不同的地区轮换举行。All right, so it was 每年 an annual event from 1995. There's this United Nations Climate Change Summit. 丁仲礼，丁仲礼，中国科学院地质研究所古生物学及地层学专家，中国科学院院士。Yeah, so this is his credentials. So this is a sort of a relatively hard thing to get, to become an academician of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Yeah, 八国集团是指八大工业国，美国、英国、法国、德国、日本、意大利、加拿大和俄罗斯的联盟。2014年3月25日，美国宣布，奥巴马和G7集团其他国家领导人也决定暂停俄罗斯G8成员资格。All right, so did Obama kick out Russia? Right, that's it. What happened in 2014? What happened in 2014? That is 12 years ago. What happened in 2014 for Obama to kick out Russia? I'm kind of curious. I'm going to Google it. All right, here's the news. kicked out Russia. 张高丽 sorry, I'm gonna giggles. It feels like we got like housemate dispute here. It's like, that's it, you're out. 张高丽会见美国总统奥巴马等出席联合国气候峰会的外国领导人。So 出席 is to attend. It doesn't say kick out, right? So 俄罗斯. I hope I'm on the right one. Oh, maybe it's not the right one. All right, sorry. Right, found it. 俄罗斯 yeah, so we're talking about the G8 G8峰会，俄罗斯与G7分手完，峰会公报what is this character? 避免 right? 避免的避谈巴沙尔 What's Bashar? I don't know what Bashar is. Is this a person? Ah, this is the leader of Syria, is it? Bashar. Okay. Yeah, 是叙利亚复兴党政权. Yeah, all right. I'm not up to date on Syria, I'm going to be honest. All right, let's give it a read. Let's see how Russia got evicted from the G8. 17日，奥巴马与普京举行双边会谈，气氛紧张。Right, so Obama and Putin actually met. Okay. So 为期2天的八国集团峰会昨天在北爱尔兰someplace in Ireland 厄恩湖闭幕。Oh, sorry, I should say someplace in Northern Ireland rather than, yeah. 碧恩湖 OK, 整个峰会变成了俄罗斯与其他7国的分手玩大赛。路透社18日报道说，峰会第2天，第8其他领导人排队向普京施压，要求他减小对叙利亚总统巴沙尔的支持。普京面临越来越严重的孤立，但普京坚持认为强迫巴沙尔下台对叙利亚的和地区都是一场灾难。All right, did you get that? So Obama wanted Russia, or I suppose I should more specifically say Putin, to retract his support for Bashar. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Bashar al-Assad. Bashar. Obama wanted Putin to withdraw his support. Putin's like, nah. And I think it seems like other countries ended up joining with Obama / the USA on this. 叙利亚阴云 What is 阴云? Is this a dark cloud? I mean, it's literally what the characters mean. 阴云. So presumably this is a metaphor. 叙利亚阴云始终笼罩这次峰会. Yeah, no, it is a metaphor. So the dark cloud of Syria enveloped the conference, the summit. Yeah, so it's a perfectly good summit. Unfortunately, there was this unpleasant matter to deal with. 峰会第1天，普京与奥巴马举行会谈。英国广播公司网站的照片上，奥巴马坐在椅子上，缩着脖子，迎着脑袋。是迎 right? Yang, sorry, something felt wrong about that. 仰着脑袋，两眼直视前方，两手交叉放在大腿上，脸色冷峻，Is that right？冷峻。旁边的普京微低着头，闭着两眼，仿佛在打瞌睡，面无表情。Okay, so this is describing a famous photo. This is where I think we can just Google it actually. Obama and Putin. There's a photo. I think it's this photo here precisely. Yeah, you may have seen it. So it may be precisely that photo. So it described Putin as kind of lowering his head and almost sleeping, was it? Yeah, 仿佛在打瞌睡。Where was it? Where's the photo? This is the photo. He doesn't look like he's... Maybe it's another photo they're talking about. No, because Obama was meant to have his hands crossed. Oh, this one. It could be this one. His hands crossed. Putin looks like he's about to doze off. He has no expression on his face. Okay, it's probably this one, right? So, okay. So Obama 坐在椅子上. Oh, actually, this is quite a useful study method. Obama 坐在椅子上. 缩着脖子. Sorry, he's retracting his neck. I don't know. You can judge for yourself whether he's retracting his neck. 仰着脑袋. So he's retracting his neck and lifting his head at the same time. 两眼直视前方. Two eyes looking straight forward. Okay, that seems reasonable enough. 两手交叉. So two hands are crossed. Yeah, could be this photo. 放在大腿上, on his legs. Close enough. There's a little distance, but you know. Actually, 上 doesn't necessarily mean on. It can mean above as well, can't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a 上 means both on top and above. Yeah. 脸色冷峻. So does you reckon that looks 冷峻? Kind of looks a bit 冷峻 to me, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to make fun of world leaders apparently. 旁边的普京微低着头. So he's lowering his head slightly. So Putin is lowering his head slightly. That seems accurate, right? 闭着两眼, closing his eyes. No, his eyes are not closed. 仿佛在打瞌睡, as if he's dozing off. There might be another photo, like moments later. 面无表情, an expressionless face. That looks somewhat expressionless to me. Yeah, anyway, it's probably that photo or a photo taken moments later or earlier, within seconds of that photo being taken. 会后，奥巴马与普京军队记者公开道出了this 道 is sure, right? 道出了两人的分歧. Yeah, this 道. Yeah, so 道 can also mean to say. It's a bit more formal, usually used in writing though, isn't it? Yeah. Well, maybe if you're the president, you can use 道. 美国彭博社说，在全球峰会上，分歧如此之深的会晤非常罕见。Okay. 英国卫报is it The Guardian? Yeah, in the UK. 英国卫报指责普京粉碎了G8峰会在叙利亚问题上实现突破了希望。 突破了希望. I've never seen this collocation before. Is this common? Usually it's 辜负希望, but 突破希望. 突破希望. What do you think? Yeah, 在突破了希望 I don't know what this is. 锦标. 这对该培训中心的孩子来说已经是突破了。Come on. 希望真I'm not sure. 辜负 Maybe I just haven't got the exact. Oh, I got caps lock on. 辜负了希望。他感觉自己辜负了希望。Yeah, it's not coming out with many options here, is it? 辜负的希望 OK. 对，突破 Sorry, 突破了希望，突破的希望。I don't know. Let's go ask the AI. With is 突破希望 a common collocation? It might be. It's not a common. Yeah, all right. There is a. Oh, no, I misread it, didn't I? Yeah, it's not functioning as a verb, it's functioning as an attributive. So it's hopes of a breakthrough. Yeah, all right. So let me read again. 粉碎了希望，粉碎了希望，粉碎了什么样的希望？粉碎了这个18峰会在叙利亚问题上实现突破的希望。Yeah, I misread it. Do you get? You know what I did wrong? It's not 突破的希望 it is 粉碎了希望，粉碎了这样的希望。Yeah, all right. That's why I thought it was a bit weird. But 粉碎了希望 Yeah. Yeah. Hopes of a breakthrough rather than yeah. All right, let's move on. 从17日开始，俄罗斯就面临以敌期 because of one form seven enemies. Chinese is wacky at times. It's like if it's not a Chongyu, it might as well be. It is now. It's Chongyuified. 以敌期的遭遇。英国官员甚至威胁，如果达不成一致，就会甩开俄罗斯，以及其名义发表联合声明。最后的联合公报表面上持续了18环节，18日最后一刻，峰会发表联合公报，未提及叙利亚总统巴沙尔。Yeah, okay, so hence why G-bar became GT. So Russia, and by Russia I mean Putin. Putin supported. I've already forgotten his name. Bashar in Syria, and Obama was grumpy, and everyone else kind of joined in on Obama's side, and it's like, that's it, you're out. All right. Yes, that's a perfect recollection of history. All right. 重点句型与词汇 So sentences, sentence structure, words. Let's see. 就什么什么加 be 动词，表示动作的对象或话题的范围。I'm not entirely sure what we're talking about here. Let's look at the example first. 国际社会希望在本次大会上商定下一步温室气体减排的方案。就2012到2020年，全球应对气候变化问题达成一项新协议。You put verb. Where's the verb? So I see a 就. Where's the verb? There was 达成. Maybe verb could be verb phrase. 就什么什么达成这个动作的对象或话题的范围。So 就 so after the 就 I'm expecting the 话题的范围, the scope of the topic. So the topic is here. Yeah, I think that's correct, right? So the verb is 达成. Yeah, this is kind of maybe it should say verb phrase or something, but anyway. 公司的诉讼代表人拒绝就此事接受电视台的采访。So 就此事接受 So this is the verb 接受。就此事 So 就 here is a preposition. It functions as a preposition to indicate this is the topic, right? The topic is 此事。Yeah, this matter. This is a mock example sentence, so you get the idea. So, all right. 记者获悉，今年该市将就文明行为立法征求市民的意见和建议。So 立法 is the verb here, right? 就文明行为立法 So this is the method, right? 就文明行为立法 blah blah blah. No, sorry. 征求 is the verb. So then it's 就文明行为立法征求市民的意见和建议。Yeah, so 征求 meaning to solicit. Soliciting this the citizens of the city, the citizens, opinions and suggestions. So it's a little tricky. All right, I'm going to have to look this up. Yeah, so here it is. So 借 is preposition, right? 介词 is preposition. 引进动作的对象或范围. So this is the specific definition. So this is 就 in the dictionary. So, there's a lot of definitions, but let's look at the relevant one. Yeah, often it's an adverb, sorry. Yeah. 就职工教育问题展开讨论. So 就 preposition. Well, it's preposition, so you need to add additional information here. So the additional information is 职工教育问题, and then the verb phrase is 展开讨论. Okay, 就写作技巧来说. Okay, so here we've got an additional 来. 就写作技巧来说. So we're speaking about writing techniques. 这篇小说是很成熟的. All right. So let's go ask our friend the AI. Can you help me understand the usage of 就 as a preposition where it indicates the 对象范围 yeah, verb phrase comment. Okay. 就我个人而言，我喜欢旅行。So we've got 就 it's coordinating with another whatever you want to call it here. 就什么什么而言，就价格来说，alright，就目前来看，extremely common, alright。就我所知，他已经离开了。就我的能力而言，alright。So I missed one in A. Oh, the topic of discussion. Okay. So 我们就这个问题进行了讨论。就这个问题。All right. Kind of like 把。他就此事发表了声明，大家就是这个方案投票。就这个方案投票。So this doesn't mean that, yeah, they're casting their vote in relation to this plan. Sorry, this one. 就我所知，就我的能力而言，这件事太难了。All right. I think I get the idea. Yeah, I don't think I've studied this explicitly. Anyway, let us continue. Do I need to construct sentences, or is it going to give me exercises? Should I try and construct my own? No, it's not going to ask me to construct. I should try to come up with my own. Okay, let me see if I can come up with my own. 就 so 什么什么问题进行讨论。就学生会就这道题。This one? I reckon that's okay. All right. 学生就这道题进行讨论。All right. 学生正在就这道题进行讨论。学生就这道题展开了讨论。Yeah, I tend to write a bit formally, don't I? 进行 it's a bit formal, but carried out a discussion on this question. Okay, let me try again. So, okay, one more. Okay, let's try. So the other one was 就什么什么而言，就什么什么而言，就so 我的目标来言，这个方法不合适。I'm not sure about this. Oh, all right. 就我的方法而言, as far as my goal is concerned, this method is not suitable. Perfect Chinese. Oh wow! All right. Alrighty-o. It's a bit formal, but all right. I'm just finding the idea of it. 对于, yeah, 对于 would work better. But yeah, I'll probably just say 这个方法不适合我的目标。不合适。All right. And the other one was 就什么什么来看 right? 就can I just put 就我个人的看法，就我I can't use 经历 right? Based on my experience. 就我的看法，就我个人的思想，就我个人的就我个人来看。So from me personally, I think, or 所以这部电影是世界上最好的。All right. Another perfect sentence. Rightio. I'm not sure if they are perfect, but all right. I'm mostly just copying the, like extending the idea is 来看. So what did the textbook give us? 就什么什么. So, I'll do another one. So 就词. Okay, so first I want a subject, and then 就, and then I want some sort of noun, and then I want verb phrase. All right. So subject. Subject. Okay, 老师就老师就这个语法点忘了给大家示范。What is it 示范还是展示 ？Yes. I'm not 100% sure. But fantastic attempt. All right. 就这个语法点忘了。All right. So what's the issue? 忘了。Not an action. Okay. 老师忘了. All right. I know that. I mean, I know how to do it in multiple other ways. I don't need the. Yeah, mail. That'll work. Just didn't. Okay. 忘了给大家. All right. So it doesn't work with every single verb. Okay. So there was a bit of a trap there, wasn't there? So how do we... It seems like I can't use it with every single verb. Textbook didn't mention that. Actually, the textbook didn't really mention much at all. It just gave 3 examples. 老师就这个语法点. What if I just do this one? Does it work like this? If I get rid of the 忘, 老师就这个语法点给大家示范. All right. All right. All right. AI. 就就人们的技术思想规范的不成样子的。AI 带来的 AI 新型 AI 就人们对 no 新型 AI 就人们的技术思想推翻的不成样子了。推翻了，变得，我这变的不成样子了。Like this. Very creative and interesting attempt. So is a change of state of verb. Right. It needs to be deliberate action. Okay, yeah. I'm not reading all that. 新型 AI 什么人们的技术观念. I should use 观念 rather than 思想. Yeah. I'd probably just use 新型 AI 规范了人们的技术观念。So, but okay, then 新型 AI 就 So I want to 救什么？救什么？What can AI do? 救我的我破旧的胶片，或者就这张黑白胶片给颜色。Your first, okay, that one's fine. All right. 新型 AI 就这张 Yeah, what's the problem? Why not? 给颜色 is an action. Is that not a full verb phrase? 给 to give. Oh, maybe I should use 涂或者指甲上手。新型 AI 把 No, I don't want to use 把。So, is there I'm trying to learn the 就 thing, grammar, but is there a reason why I need it instead of 把? Excellent question. Thank you. I asked lots of excellent questions. What's the answer? 新型 AI 把这张黑白胶片变成了彩色的。进行讨论 carried out discussion on this black and white photo. All right, that'll do. 1 second. Right. So we did 就 this one. Yeah, it's not exactly explained in much detail in textbook, is it? But anyway, 简单一句话. Oh, okay. It's something like simply put. 简单一句话. You put it in one simple sentence. 简单一句话. Yeah, and then there's a really long sentence. 就是说这个问题是和能源问题联系在一起的，和发展问题是休戚相关的。所以说争论半天就是我还能排放多少，我还能使用多少能源。Yeah, that's not a very simple sentence, but I feel like sometimes the textbook wants to use something like this because it needs to teach this grammar pattern. And, you know, it has to put it in somewhere, and maybe there isn't a perfect spot for it. This is really not a very simple description, is it? 简单一句话，连日常琐事都处理不好的人，还谈什么事业抱负呢？ So this is someone who is not even good at doing daily, simple, tedious matters. 还谈什么事业抱负呢？ Who can talk about the burdens of careers, work, something like this? All right, 简单一句话，种瓜得瓜。What? Is this a 成语？种瓜得瓜。Oh, 种得。Oh, I know this one actually. 种瓜得瓜，种豆得豆。Okay, it's you reap what you sow. 没有付出就没有收获。Yeah, so 种瓜得瓜，种豆得豆。My pronunciation is a bit weird, but all right, you get the idea. All right, 进一步的 Yeah, like to take it a step forward functions somewhat as an adverb, right? 进一步讨论这个问题. So we continue, we take this discussion another step forward, that sort of thing. 排放权对于普通的国民来说，意味着生活的改善，意味着国家的发展，你的福利能不能进一步的增加，也意味着你有没有工作。Yeah, so 进一步的增加 so your 福利 your welfare, can your welfare be improved? 进步 it's not saying it's bad, it's saying it's a step better, right? Or we can make it a step better. 最近他的表现实在让人捉摸不透，捉摸不透。我想进一步了解他来这儿的动机。Yeah, I want to understand better his motive for coming here. 进一步. So maybe I've got a kind of very surface level understanding of why he's here, but why are you really here, son? What's going on here? Is this a 成语? 捉摸不透. Oh, this is like perplexed, isn't it? Yet another 让人捉摸不透. Did we study this one? 捉摸不透. I've typed it right? 让人捉摸不透. Maybe we didn't study it. I don't know. Anyway, 他们俩的关系有进一步往前发展的可能吗? An odd thing to say, but all right. So those two, their relationship, is there a possibility that it can be, I don't know, develop further? All right. Maybe you might say this for characters in a novel or a play or something like this. You might want to develop the relationship between two characters in a play rather than two actual characters in real life, like two actual real people. In that context, yeah, it's probably pretty normal. 也就是说 yeah, this is to say or something like that. 也就是说我换句话说 sort of thing. 那么等于这个蛋糕的数量是确定下来的，也就是说今后发达国家的人均排放权是发展中国家的2.3倍。 OK， 只有在集体中个人才能获得全面发挥其才能的机会，也就是说只有在集体中才有可能实现个人价值。 Yeah, so there's just saying that an individual only has the opportunity to realize their potential in a group kind of thing. And they phrase it in two different ways. 很多人相信自如其人 I'm not sure what that means. 也就是说 I'm presuming this is what it means. 一个人的品行性格可以从其书写中显现出来，自如其人。So 自如其人 so this presumably means you can tell someone's personality from their calligraphy. 自如其人 not in the dictionary. 自如其人 so the characters are like the person. So in English, you have manners maketh the man, right? Manners maketh the man. So maybe it's a similar thing to that, where it's like characters maketh the person. Characters maketh the person in Chinese. Yeah, 很多人相信。相信 here is a verb meaning to believe, right? Yeah, I believe this. Kind of like 认为我觉得, but here 相信 is more firm. Yeah. So their character, temperament, personality, whatever you want to translate those to, 可以从其, this 其 is a pronoun referring to 一个人, right? Yeah, it could be anyone, right? So 其 is kind of a universal pronoun, can refer to anything really. 其 yeah, 书写中显现出来. 书写 refers to someone's writing. It's unspecific about, to my knowledge, it's unspecific about typing / handwriting. But I feel like in this context, it's more likely to refer to handwriting than typing. But let's ask the AI. 书写. Because there's also the word 手写, and 手写 specifically refers to handwriting. Is this more likely to refer to handwriting / calligraphy, or essay writing or typing on a computer? Primarily refers to the physical act of writing. Write characters by hand. Yeah, it's kind of ambiguous, but I should lean towards handwriting. 他每天都练习书写汉字. Yeah, all right. 他的书写非常工整. We studied this. 工整. That was a new word for me. We studied it in the first chapter of this book, the first text, I forget. 请在这里书写你的名字. All right, so in these contexts, it will mean handwriting, but writing in general. 他们书写了新的历史篇章. This is not literal. 每个人都在书写自己的人生. 他们在电脑上书写自己的小说. Yeah, this is literal, but it's in the sense of typing on a computer. Composing. Yeah. Typing there, all right. Writing a report in Word. Yes, yeah. 书写了这部杰作. That's a little bit fine. Well, because if it's a 杰作, it's a masterpiece of writing. It is necessarily literary, right? All right. Yeah, 打字写 by itself. So primarily, yes. Primarily, yes, it is still handwriting. Yeah, this one's always a little tricky. It's quite relevant. I'll show you something. So for those of you who don't know, this is the HSK 7 through 9, well, this is the 3.0 HSK standards they released in 2021. So this is the HSK 7 through 9, on to 7 through 9. Oh, no, this is 8. Wherever, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, 写能够手写高等语言量化指标要求书写的汉字. So they got 手写 and 书写 here. So yeah, back in 2021, we were told we were learning handwriting for the HSK 3.0. It seems like we haven't got this yet. And this is the new one from 2025. If we search for 书写, yeah, 书写字. So they switched to using 书写, which is the ambiguous one. It seems like there's going to be handwritten and computer versions of it. 手写. 手写. Yeah, there's no 手写 in this textbook, just 书写. So yeah, my understanding is for the 3.0 HSK, for levels 1 through 6, there will be handwriting and like a computer one as well. I took the computer one in January. And for the HSK 7 through 9, yeah, there's yet to be a handwritten one, to my knowledge. Because when the 7 through 9 one was originally launched, it was COVID time, and yeah, it wasn't so easy to have handwritten exams and so on. Anyway. All right, how do we get on to this? Oh, yeah. Here we used, here we yong. Oh, somehow Chinese has infected my English. Here we used 书写. All right, so presumably it means handwriting here, but it's not 100% one way or the other, but it's probably much more on the handwriting side of things. All right, and we have another grammar thing here. 有什么什么单音节动词 ，OK， 表示一种委婉的语气。So 音节 is a syllable, so a single syllable verb. So we're looking for 有什么。假如告诉你，中国从2020年以后，每年花1万亿人民币去购买二氧化碳排放权，你会怎么 ？Sorry, it's on the next page. 你会怎么想？是不是有失公许？是不是有失公许？ Ah, okay, that's the thing I'm not understanding. So 委婉 is kind of an indirect way of speaking. It's sort of common in Chinese, but I think it's common in a lot of languages to be a little bit indirect. Yeah, 委婉的语气. So here it's 有失. So the single syllable verb is 失 to lose. 有失公许. All right. So this was not obvious to me from reading the article. Let's check some other examples. 也许有人要问了，一个老作家还要去学习，接受批评，难道不有失身份吗？ It's 有失 again 呢？ All right. 农村受教育程度普遍偏低，中小学基本办学条件有待改善。有待 is kind of a word, is it not? 有待 I know the word 有待 it's still waiting for improvement. 有待 so you would not consider this a word. Is that the idea? 有待 I thought it was a word. So then what happens if we go here and we want single syllable. Single syllable 有变. Sorry, this 有变. Oh, it's just 存在变化这个意思对吗？出现了变化。I don't even know that character. 有长 I know this one. Yeah, this is compensated, right? As opposed to 无常, like uncompensated. 有仇 yeah, what am I supposed to think about this? Yeah, this isn't working. All right, so we're going to go to the AI because the textbook doesn't explain it all that well, does it? All right, so oh, sorry, my cord's in the way. So my textbook next talks about 有 plus one syllable verb being used as a 委婉 what does it say? 委婉的语气。语气。Can you give me a hand here, please? 有请有劳有想有看 not productive for all verbs. You can't just slap your in front of any verbs. Yeah, that's kind of yeah, 有请有劳有请郑教授上台发言 All right. May I invite? All right. 这件事有劳您了 Thank you for your trouble. 你的中文有待提高 I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, I like how DeepSeek has a bit of a sense of humor. All right. Your Chinese still needs improvement. All right, thanks. 你的中文有待提高 Yeah, so something like this, 有待提高 it's still waiting to improve. Rather than saying it's bad, it's still waiting to improve. All right, I'm going to write that in the textbook. Yeah, I like that example. 有待提高有想有看我想我有想 All right, don't tell me what's wrong. 有请 So the examples in the textbook involve 有时 I feel like it's probably just better to think of this as a family of words rather than a grammar pattern. But your day. Can I get examples with these, please? All right, 有时 So this counts as a word. 有时 to cause a loss of decorum. All right. 有时身份有时体面有时风度I see. So sometimes I like to say 失礼 this word here. 不好意思我失礼了失礼yeah 我失礼了I'm not sure. Maybe it's a bit formal, but the problem is, I don't know. Sometimes I like speaking formal, and it's formal, and it's like overly formal, so it's a little bit funny, right? It's like, yeah, or 失礼了 it's kind of a hint that if I speak overly formally, then my interlocutor can understand that. Okay, well, it's chill. So sometimes, yeah. Anyway. 有失妥当 What was I saying? Okay, 有失身份 Okay, 你这样做有失身份 beneath your status. Oh, okay, so it's you're better than this. Okay. 当众发脾气有失风度这个决定有失公允 All right. So yeah, there's something that I have not learnt here yet. Oh, I was meant to pause the video, but all right. So here, so 是不是有失公允 It's kind of a fixed expression, but we want 有失and 公允有失 yeah 有失身份 These kind of come together. I haven't got a consistent coloring highlighting scheme, but all right. 有失身份有待改善I know this one. So is it used in speaking is a question? 有失公允 This one. So let's go ask the AI. Is it used in speech? Yes and no. Depends on the kind of speech. So if I'm giving work meeting and so on, okay. 有待完善，有待提高，有待讨论，有待调查，有些 okay. So this one is in the textbook. 这样不公平呢？ Yeah. 有失体面 Sounds like old-fashioned parents. All right. 有失身份，有失国际道义，有失礼貌，有失礼貌，有失家教。All right, so yeah, in various circumstances, but probably 有待 is more important than the others. Yeah, I just made some notes. But all right, I don't think this is top priority, really. Yeah, all right. 把什么什么视为 Yeah, this is very common. Take something and consider it as something else, or look upon it as, regard it as. 我对公平的理解，我把排放权视为发展权，视为基本人权，所以人与人之间应该有个大致相等的排放空间。Yeah, so 把什么视为什么，把什么视为什么。众所周知，中国人把孝顺父母视为天经地义的事情。All right. So 天经地义. So this is probably a fancy way of saying sacred. I don't really know this. 天经地义，天经地义。Yeah, in line with principles of heaven and earth. Yeah, that sort of thing. So here. So 孝顺 refers to filial piety. In a sense, I don't know, you can think of it as being good to your parents or being obedient to your parents. Somewhere in between those. 短暂的一生会有许多困难和挫折，我们应该把他们，OK，他们视为前进的阶梯。Oh, sorry, 他们 is 困难挫折。Sorry, 他们 is not lives, right? Yeah, it caught me by surprise because it was 一生, one life, and then it kind of went to 他们 plural. I'm like, what? Okay, so 他们 here is this. Yeah, 把困难和挫折视为前进的阶梯。阶梯 is like steps. Steps, not in the sense of individual steps, but like, I don't know, a stage of steps or something like this. Like going from one level to another, there's multiple steps, and this is like a whole steps, maybe like a staircase or something like that. 有的是. Yeah, this one I'm not so sure about. Plus noun, okay. 要很多 okay. 不怕没有 okay. 多用于口语 yeah. So 地球比现在再高what？ 地球比现在再高10几度的时候，有的是。地球二氧化碳的浓度比现在高10倍的时候，也有的是。地球不都是这么演化过来的 ？Here, yeah, 不怕没有 but there is only one 地球 right? So it's not emphasizing there's a large number of 地球他们那里能解决这类问题的高水平人士有的是，就必须 就不必来这儿求援了。Okay, 你们那里。So you over there have many people who can solve this kind of problem. 有的是，就不必来这儿求援了。Seeking help. All right. So it's not just there exists people over there who can help, but it's like there's plenty of people over there who can help. All right. 你别着急，慢慢说。我有的是时间。I have plenty of time. I guess that's what it is. Okay, so this 有的是 comes at the end of the clause. This one comes as a verb, functioning verb-like. Yeah. Can I get verse examples for 有的是? Yeah, I know. I know. 我们有的是时间. We have plenty of time. 我们有的是时间. Yeah. 别担心，有的是机会. Plenty of opportunities. 中国有的是人才，他有的是钱，但很小气。有的是机会，咱们有的是力气，倒是有的是水果。Contrastive. Alright, 钱有的是，就是没时间。好演员有的是，但好剧本太难找了。你怕没人帮你，帮你的人有的是。The dismissive one. 不急，有的是时间慢慢想。这样的机会有的是。想买包有的是钱，随便挑。It's fixed. That'll do. I think it's not especially hard. Not something I feel interested in outputting anytime soon. So in my input, I think I can handle it. 取决于 I like this phrase. It hinges on, it depends on. All right. 人类到底能不能拯救自己最核心的东西？最终取决于什么？一个国家的教育水平从本质上来说，取决于全社会对于教育的重视程度。Yeah, so the quality of education, well, there's a lot of like adverbial phrases here, but anyway, hinges on how important people consider education to be. 一个人能否成功取决于个人的心理素质、人生态度和才能资质。Yeah, so whether or not a person succeeds hinges on three things: 心理素质, I don't know, their mental fortitude or something like this. 人生态度, their personal attitudes. 才能资质, their talent. Yeah, all right, let's continue. 应对is kind of like deal with or cope with. Usually it's a matter, there's some sort of matter that you don't want to happen, but you still need to deal with it, right? Yeah. 应对, you cope with or deal with something. 应对问题, 应对挑战, 应对风险, 应对挫折. Yeah, they're all sort of negative things, right? 就2012年到2020年，全球应对气候变化问题达成一项新协议。So here we're dealing with climate change, or coping/dealing with climate change. 我们应该有过硬的心理素质。这样才能应对各种风险，战胜各种挑战。This is a bit weird, isn't it? I don't know, am I wrong? 我们应该有过硬的心理素质。So 过 represents excessive, excessively hard. So it's a negative thing, but it's 我们应该有过硬的心理素质. So we should have something that's excessive. By the definition of excessive, it's something we don't want, right? Anyway, I don't think I care that much. We're coping with what? Yeah, 应对挫折的能力, our ability to cope with setbacks. Yeah. 尾声. Yeah, this one was figurative, wasn't it? It was like the final part of a speech or event or something like this. 接近尾声, 进入尾声, 临近尾声. Yeah. 会场内外硝烟四起，一片喧嚣，直到接近尾声，代表们仍然没有达成共识。Yeah, so we're approaching the 尾声. The 声 is probably figurative. There's no actual sound. 尾, the tail sound. Yeah. 滑雪比赛进入尾声，哈尔滨选手再添一枚金牌，再添一枚. So presumably 添 here is used non-literally to mean 获得, right? Anyway, 滑雪 is skiing. So the skiing competition is entering the final stage, and they added another gold medal. Maybe to their tally, they added it to a tally or something like this. Yeah, 尾声. 十黄金周, I don't know what that refers to. 临近尾声, 出行者开始有序踏上返程的路. So, 十黄金周, I don't know, it's the 11th gold week or something like this. I have no idea what it refers to. Maybe it's some kind of festival. 十黄金周. Huang Jingzhou. So this is, I feel like maybe I should. She is not the 11th. She is October the 1st, right? So the 1st of the 10th. Shi, which, yeah, National Day. I like to call it China Day. Okay, so Huang Jingzhou, Golden Week. Okay, 2-week holiday. All right, I feel like I should know this. I mean, I've lived through this many times. Yeah. Feel like I should know this. All right, so it's nearing the end of the Shi Huangjin Zhou. So they're going back to the workplace, that sort of thing. All right. 共识. 共识 is kind of like consensus or public awareness of something, I guess. I think more like consensus. 达成共识. Yeah, so everyone agrees. They're on the same page, right? 取得共识, 扩大共识, 增进共识. All right. 会场内外硝烟四起，一片喧嚣，直到接近尾声，代表们仍然没能达成共识. Yeah, so all the people there, they haven't arrived at a consensus yet, despite it being towards the end of the conference. 美国在线公司创始人史蒂夫海斯先生 I don't know 史蒂夫 Is that an English name? I don't know. 海斯 I don't know. 先生与我取得共识. So the or this person and me came to a consensus or a common understanding. Do we have an accord? 通过合并的方式组建全球最大的互联网企业。合并 is kind of like to take two entities and merge them together. In this case, it's presumably Mr. Case, Mr. Case and me have massive companies, and we're going to join them and form one big hyper mega company. So we've reached an accord or understanding, or yeah. So it seems you only need 2 people. 要加强双方领导人和各界人士之间的交往，增进互信，扩大共识。All right. So we're expanding sort of common ground, common understanding. So between these 2 people, leaders and 各界人士, yeah, and thereby what, facilitating their communication or something? Yeah, anyway. 尖锐is an adjective meaning pointed or sharp. You often used figuratively to describe wording and things like this. 尖锐的争吵，尖锐的响声，尖锐的批评。What is 响声? Is it just reply? Like, or maybe it's like a retort? 响声. It is just a noun. Sorry, a noise. So it's just like an 刺耳的声音, something like that, I guess. 这次哥本哈根给人的感觉一直是尖锐激烈的争吵，到底在吵什么？门外传来的一阵尖锐的响声，人们纷纷挤到窗口一探究竟，一探 fourth tone, right? 一探尖锐的响声. Yeah, so it's like a I don't know, a sharp but like ear-piercing sound. 这篇文章提出的批评十分尖锐，发人深省All right, so this is like penetrating or incisive criticism. Yeah. All right, anyway. 实质 is something like essence. 问题的实质变化，实质上 Yeah, so the essence of the problem, there's a change in the essence, the nature of something, right? And 实质上 is essentially blah blah blah. 这个排放多少，实质又是什么？ So here it's functioning as an adverb, right? Or an adverbial. 学区房问题的实质 So here it's functioning as a noun. 可以归结为多种因素造成的优质教育资源缺席. Yeah, so here it's the essence of this, the essence of the problem of 学区房, like housing in the educational districts. And yeah, so here it's a noun. Here it's, well, I guess it's an attributive. It's modifying 变化. And here it's functioning somewhat adjective-like, adverb-like. 人们尤其关注体制改革带来的实质变化. Yeah, so there's a reform here, 改革. There's a reform, and there's like a fundamental qualitative change, right? 也就是垄断到底有没有打破，新政到底有没有形成？垄断 this is a monopoly, right? 垄断到底有没有打破？ So whether or not the monopoly is broken apart, 竞争到底有没有形成？ So if the monopoly is broken apart, then there will be competition, or the competition will form, and if otherwise not, 反之亦然, right? And vice versa. All right. So it's like a qualitative change. Things will change at a fundamental level. All right. 落实落实 something like carry out, implement. I don't know how to explain it precisely. 落实计划落实任务落实政策 Yeah, there's a few stages to all these, isn't there? There's like drafting. What's drafting? Drafting a policy. You have oh, I should know this. 草稿. No, oh, I should know this. All right, I have to look it up. So you draft a policy. Draft 草案. Oh, 起草. This one, 起草. You 起草, and then you批准. I don't know, you get approval of policy, 批准 or 采取. Then it gets accepted, 采取. And then 实施执行落实. I don't really know the difference between those ones, right? They're different forms of implement. Yeah. Oh, there's also 采纳 for ratify or something. Oh, what was the other one we saw the other day? I forget. Oh, 寿宴. Something like this. I forget. 维护发展中国家的利益，保障发展中国家的发展权利，落实联合国千年发展计划，这难道不是人类的利益吗？ Yeah, so here we're like enacting, carrying out, or kind of somewhere between realizing or like doing this, like going from the plan to real world. And this was this millennial goals for the United Nations. OK, 此次培训的重点是向成员们宣传公司的理念，并落实任务。So here, 落实任务 carrying out 任务 duties. So 培训. So yeah, 培训. So training is for成员们 for members. 宣传公司的理念 we're carrying, I don't know, 宣传 we're propagating the concepts of the company. I have no idea. And carrying out duties. Yeah, I don't know. You get the idea. 目标已明确，基本思路也已确定，接下来要尽快落实该项政策。All right, so we're carrying out the policy. So yeah, so the goals are clear. 基本思路已经确定。So the fundamental thinking is definite, kind of locked in and so on. Now we need to carry it out. All right, there's some more words. 1 second, I need to adjust. Right, yeah, it got hot. While filming, yeah, so yeah, recently I've just been, I don't know, I've been closing the windows. I close the curtains to keep the heat out. It's been very hot. But today was an exception because of the double typhoon thing going on. Yeah, there was a storm last night and it was actually reasonable temperature, but it got hot again. So it's hot now. So I had to put the aircon on, I'm afraid. I wouldn't do it if I could be comfortable otherwise. But, and this is a big however, yeah, it's an amazing view out the window at the moment. Very, very clear. I can see Yantai. I live in Weihai in Shandong province. And Yantai is something like 80 kilometers away, if I remember correctly. And I can sometimes see it on clear days. All right, let's do some 成语 and 惯用语. All right. 举世瞩目. Yeah, 举世瞩目. 瞩目 is a word, kind of attention. Yeah, something like that. Like your sight, you're seeing things, right? 举世瞩目, you're attracting worldwide attention. 全世界的人都注视着。2009年12月7日 举世瞩目的联合国气候变化峰会在丹麦首都哥本哈根召开，来自192个国家和地区的代表参加了这次大会。Sorry, 一个点点。All right. So attracting worldwide attention is this United Nations summit in Copenhagen. 2008年夏天 Oh, I know what they're going to talk about. 举世瞩目的北京奥运会取得了圆满成功。All right. Yeah. The Olympics 2008 was the Olympics year. So 8 is a lucky number. So on the 8th of the 8th of 2008. 人类登月 The moon landing. This is referring to Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins. 是一个举世瞩目的成就，是一个划时代的壮举。I don't know this one. 划时代. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that exactly right, but it's going to be like epoch making. 划时代. No, I got it right. 划时代. 壮举. Oh, is 壮举 like 壮观的那个事情 something like that. 壮举 this one. 壮举豪迈的举动 was the word I should have thought of. 伟大的行动壮举 Yeah, so thus far it's just been Americans, right, that have been on the moon, to my knowledge. But and this is a big however, China is planning on going to the moon too. I'm not up to date. Maybe USA has decided they're going to go back to the moon as well. We choose to go back to the moon, not because it's easy, but because China is doing it. All right. 硝烟四起. Yeah, this one is a new one for me. It's a non-HSK Chongyu, but all right. Just because something is not a HSK word doesn't mean it can't come up on the HSK. So, yeah, this character is pretty rare, but, and this is a big however, I said it again, didn't I? Yeah, it came up in my handwriting practice. Here. Xiao. And guess what? I know how to handwrite it. 硝酸甘油. What do you reckon that means? 硝酸甘油. 硝酸甘油. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. 硝酸甘油. 硝酸甘油. Nitroglycerin. All right. That hasn't come up that much. Niter saltpeter 20. Toying tanning. I don't even know this word in English. All right. Anyway, that's a thing, isn't it? All right. 硝烟四起. Yeah, I don't know the relevance. Oh, presumably it's got something to do with gunpowder. Yeah. Okay. 战争爆发或者爆发之前的那种紧张气氛。文中指会议争论很激烈，气氛十分紧张。Yeah, maybe it has something to do with gunpowder. Because you use saltpeter in gunpowder. What's the Chinese word for saltpeter? Oh, maybe it is this word. Maybe that is saltpeter. Is there another word? 硝石. 硝酸钾. So there's like saltpeter and smoke everywhere. And now it makes a lot more sense. Okay. Now that we've figured that out. So this one. Saltpeter. All right. So here I'll make a little note. So this is saltpeter. Honestly, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly in English. I assume that's how it's pronounced. It really does not come up often in everyday life, or at least not in my everyday life. So this is like, it's referring to like firearms and things like that, right? Bang, there's the smoke of firearms. So presumably, so, oh no, 战争爆发, or yeah, so it's war has erupted, or before war has erupted. You've got this kind of 成语. Okay. 会场内外硝烟四起，一片喧嚣。直到接近尾声，代表们仍然没能达成共识。目前全球争夺第 N 代 what 第 N 代移动通信经营权的战场已硝烟四起。What? I know all those words, but that sentence makes no sense. Sometimes it's like that, hey? You know all the words, but you still don't understand. Yeah, there's a difference between coverage and comprehension, right? Some people mix them up when they talk about comprehensible input. Comprehensible input refers to things like you understand it, not just you know what those words mean, as a bag of words. So currently, 全球, 争夺, so the world is vying for 第 N 代移动通信经营权. What could that mean? The nth generation of mobile communication operations rights. I don't know. Let's Google it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it means, but let's use a random article. 杜振华，女，1963年生，1986年北京大学经济系毕业，恭喜你！现为北京邮电大学文法经济学院教授，主讲的课程有通信经济学. All right, so this presumably is just about this woman who became a university professor and is teaching these things. This is probably what we want to look at. Let's see if we can figure out what that is. So DNG in the textbook, DNG is the nth generation of. So it could be 第三季, the third generation, 移动通信. All right, I think I vaguely got the idea, right? So this is, yeah, maybe they didn't want the textbook to get obsolete very quickly. What are we up to now, right? I don't know. I don't even know. What's my phone? I don't know. As long as it works, I don't care. I have no idea how to check. All right. NG. All right. So we're vying for 经营权 operation rights for the nth, like 3G or NG in this case. All right. And so here we're talking about that it's very tense. There's a tense battle either looming or in E. So E implies it's already underway. 一夜之间，该国境内硝烟四起，到处燃起战火. All right. Well, yeah, for a night, a night, not in the sense of a chessboard, but in the sense of a black thing that happens after the day. You know, so there was war at night. All right. All right, my lunch is about to arrive, so I'll pause the video and we'll continue later. Right, where were we? Just had my lunch? All right, here. 休戚相关, 休戚相关. Yeah, why is it those characters? I don't know, but all right. This does sort of count as a new word for me. 相关 is related. It's quite a common word. Yeah, what's the version I usually use? There's another one. Not those ones. 休戚相关. 相关. There's another one I'm thinking of. 彼此相关，多相共相相关，密切相关. Maybe that one. There's another one. Oh, 息息相关. This one. This is the one I use. 息息相关. Yeah. So maybe they're not exactly the same, but I feel like they're closely related. All right. Sorry. 息息相关. All right, I'm going to make a little note here because this is the one I should remember. 息息相关. 相关, whoops. Yeah. Made a bit of a mess out of that, eh? All right, 息息相关. Yeah. 互相关系. Yeah, they're closely related, right? Okay. 忧喜不惑彼此相关联，形容关系亲密，利害关系。利害关系。Okay. 忧欢乐，七 sorry, next page. Sorry, you can see the green screen, but maybe I don't care. Oh, 悲哀. Okay, so presumably this comes from classical Chinese or something where xiu represents joy and qi represents sorrow. So hold on, maybe it's different than 息息相关. 息息相关 is closely related, whereas 休戚相关 this sort of thing. All right. 彼此之间的喜悦喜忧 presumably that is a word. 祸福互相关联，利害一致. It's not the same as this. I don't know. A little tricky, isn't it? Maybe I should get rid of this. 息息相关. But let's look at the examples on the next page before we start erasing things. All right, sorry, my seat is squeaky, but all right. 这个问题是和能源问题联系在一起的，和发展问题是休戚相关的。发展 The problem is related to energy closely. I think it just means closely related here. It doesn't have, I don't know, 利害 this kind of thing, right? 世界经济现在比以前任何时候都和各国紧密相连，休戚相关 closely connected, right? The economy 和各国 the world economy and like individual countries are closely related. I don't think I'm not sure. Maybe we need some assistance on this matter. 人类身体的健康与环境质量. Okay, so 休戚相关. So this one could mean if the environment is harmed, human health is harmed, human bodily health, and vice versa. If we improve the environment, then maybe we improve our own health. So can you help me figure out 休戚相关 and please, and in particular help me differentiate it from 息息相关? Excellent question. Thank you. All right, we got that. We got that. 我们是一家人，命运息息相关. All right, so a family. So if a family has good fortune, everyone benefits all at once, right? And if a family has bad fortune, everyone has bad fortune all at once. Okay, intertwined. 两国人民的利益息息相关. No, wrong one. 休戚相关, 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 休戚相关. All right, so there are two countries, presumably something like, I don't know, Australia and New Zealand. Let's say Australia and New Zealand. Yeah, if Australia goes to war, so will New Zealand. Australia and New Zealand are quite strong allies. And if Australia's fortune or New Zealand's fortune is good, then probably Australia's is too. All right. 公司与员工的命运休戚相关, 休戚相关. The fate of the company and the employees is interlinked. So if good things happen to employees, good things happen to the company, etc., etc. I wish people thought like that, hey? Back in the 90s, people used to think like that. Now it's more like the company, it's almost like the opposite, right? It's like inversely proportional. 在这个团队里，每个人的成败都休戚相关. Okay, so 成 here is 成功 and 败 is 失败. So 成败, so whether or not they succeed or fail, everyone. So everyone's either succeeding together or failing together. All right. 息息相关 is closely connected. So 健康与饮食息息相关. So health and literally drink food, but it represents what you're consuming, your diet. Yeah. Closely related. So, okay, not emotional. 空气质量和我们的生活息息相关, 息息相关, 息息相关. 语言和文化息息相关. Yeah. So we're not talking about if something negatively affects one and the other, right? All right. So I think I'm give it a shot. Okay. The AI gave me homework. 在这个村子里，每个人的生活都 Okay, so presumably if one person's life in the village is bad, then everyone's is bad. So this would be 休戚相关. 1, 2. 经济发展和环境保护. I think it's the same, right? It's this one again. Maybe both. I'm going to go both. Am I allowed to use both? And 我和我的战友. Okay, presumably this. 生死与共. Oh, maybe it is this one again. 我和我的战友. No, I think it is this one. So soldiers typically report a very close relationship with their co-soldiers, with their comrades in arms. Co-soldiers. Yeah. They're all this though, aren't they? So economic development and environmental protections. If one's bad, both are bad. If one's good, both are good, kind of thing. I think this. 满分 Okay. 在这个村子里，每个人的生活都休戚相关，休戚相关，也经济发展与环境保护是相关，息息相关。Both, yes, both possible. And 我和我的战友休戚相关，也生死与共，生死与共。 I don't know this word, but all right. All right, let's move on. I wasn't expecting the AI to give me homework. All right, so then it's not so related to 息息相关, and I probably should try to get rid of this. So kind of like you have two entities, and if one entity has good fortune, the other entity has good fortune, and if one entity has bad fortune, the second entity also has, the other entity also has bad fortune. All right. It's a new 成语 for me. All right. 不可多得. Why do I not know this? 不可多得. I feel like I should know it. Maybe in context I know it. Let's read the example first. 如果国际上对今后的排放进行严格的限定的话，那么二氧化碳的排放权就会变成一种非常稀缺的、不可多得的商品。It's not easily obtained. OK， 形容非常稀少，很难得到。OK， 多指人才、稀有物品和机会等。Fair enough. Yeah, in context, it's not hard. That's why I just assumed I knew what it meant. 不可多得. I tend to use 难能可贵 or just 难得. But all right, let us continue. So can I make it bigger? Oh, there we go. 对于中国女足来说，这次比赛是一次不可多得的与强队热身锻炼的机会。Yeah, it's just 难得, right? Rare. 鲁迅说：据说到《红楼梦》的价值，可是，OK， 可是，在中国的小说中实在是不可多得的，不可多得的，不可多得的。Why is there 可是 ？Why is there 可是 there? It's not a 转折. Usually it's 可是 but, so I expected 转折, a kind of reversal. I like him, but you know, he's a bit old. Something like that. 可是 you expect some kind of reversal in logic, but 至于说到红楼梦的价值, so as for speaking about the value of 红楼梦, well, I don't know the English name. Something Red Chamber, I forget. 可是在中国的小说中，实在是不可多得的。Maybe it's just a rare, like priceless or of infinite value, this piece of literature or something like this. It's kind of rare in that sense. 真金白银. Yeah, that one was new for me, but honestly, it was pretty easy in context. 真 real, 金 gold, 白银 is silver. Yin is also silver. 白银 is silver. 指钱财或资金，泛指见得着的实惠。So in the interview, she used it as a metaphor. 排放配额需要用真金白银来购买。Yeah, it's not literal, right? We're not actually buying carbon emission rights with gold and silver. It's just emphasizing it's valuable. 如果对同行企业挖人感到不满 what is 挖 what does 挖 here mean? We'll look at that in a second. 也可以反向挖人. So 挖人 appears to be a word. 挖, is this like headhunting or something in the ballpark? Maybe. 给出更好的待遇和空间，用真金白银而不是空口白话去吸引人才。All right, so 空口白话. So this is a new one for me, but again, it's fairly obvious from the characters. It's like empty words or something like that, right? What is 挖人? I assume it's headhunting. You're trying to attract talent or something like this. 挖人 poach from another company, I guess. 用优惠的条件把对方的人才弄过来为自己所用. All right. 挖人. So this is a word apparently. So like maybe Facebook is poaching employees from Nvidia or something like that. Yeah. 公司此刻热闹非凡。在这个项目中，公司获得了巨额利润，每个人都能得到几百万的奖金，这可是真金白银，哪个不高兴？ All right, so this is one of those rhetorical questions. So you're not meant to interpret it as a question. So this company has got some kind of massive profits, and it's like, you know what? You get profit and you get profit. Yeah, in the past, companies used to do things like that. Yeah, if you find a company like that nowadays, I don't know. I mean, that'd be great if the employees shared in the profits. But yeah, I don't know. Is that somewhat of a mythological situation nowadays? All right. And coal. I don't want to look at them yet. 什么？国家乡村振兴政策，让老百姓的生活幸福感倍增。落实，不是你落实政策。教育孩子的什么，在于教育自己。素质 something like this maybe, I don't know. 以身作则是父母影响孩子的最有效的方法。Alright. 教育孩子的品德、品行 maybe 品行 we did do 品行 I think could be 品行 but it could be like 10 other synonyms. 这篇文章重点突出，条理分明，语言生动，是什么的佳作。不是影视，我这影视瞩目的佳作，也影视瞩目。个人命运与国家命运是休戚相关的。You know what? I'm even going to write it. 休戚相关的 I'm not sure if you could see that or if you just saw my hand. 休戚相关的。我们应该在实现个人抱负的同时，也为国家的发展贡献一份力量。Yeah, I forgot 抱负. This is ambition. Yeah, there's another one. 抱负. The characters are similar, right? 抱负 is burden. 抱负 is ambition. Yeah. So, this one? 抱负 burden. Sorry. Yeah, it's not the same 负 though, is it? And 抱负. This is ambition in the sense of vaulting ambition out damn spot. All right. 辞职后远离城市的什么，来到遥远的山村，他感到无比轻松。远离城市的喧嚣。what was the other one? No, it'll be 喧嚣. It's 喧嚣, right? Can I write 喧嚣? I don't even know if it's on the list, to be honest. But I assume it's 喧嚣.喧嚣.远离城市的喧嚣。OK， 这位记者提出的问题十分尖锐，也尖锐。This, if I remember correctly, 尖锐。他一时不知道该如何回答。Yeah, so this was 引是瞩目。引 Oh, can I write this? No, I don't know about 烛. Or maybe I can do it. 引起的引是世界的世。烛 So we have 木 and then we have 厨语的这个对吗？And 木 is easy. 教育孩子的什么什么 Yeah, I think it's 品行 but it could be like 10 things, so I don't know. 什么什么国家乡村振兴Oh yeah, this was 落实落三点水 right? 落实 This one. All right, what did I get? 喧嚣 Yes. 休戚相关尖锐不可多得here. Okay. 实质 this one's 实质落实 All right. So I got this one wrong. Okay. 不可多得不可多得假作 is like optimal, right? Or excellent. Yeah, so 佳作 it's an optimal work, but or an excellent work. It's almost certainly going to be a piece of writing. Right. All right, 下一个 I need to put this little napkin over the top here. 经济全球化是当今世界发展的趋势，机遇与风险并存。I have a feeling I know what it is already. Oh, sorry, I'm over there. 机遇应该各国共存，风险也需要各国联手对应no not 对应应对应对对 yeah it's a trap 应对 this one not 对应 is corresponding yeah so I don't know if you had husbands and wives you would have 对应的伴侣 right or 配偶对应的配偶 the corresponding spouse right all right 由于两国会谈未能取得任何进展，双方什么什么下周日再举行新一轮会谈。I don't know. No, I don't know. Like it could be anything. It's going to be like 安排 something like this, right? 商定 yeah. All right. Yeah, 商定 So thing here is locking in. So they're locking in by means of negotiating to do it next week. What is it? No, next Sunday. Right. 当地方冲突什么什么为世界突破冲突当地方冲突什么什么为世界冲突 No, 当地方冲突沦为yeah, we sound like 变 it could be a single character. There's like 三点水的轮 I can put on that here. This one. 轮 but what else could it be? 是成为变为，也每个国家每个人都不能幸免。What is 幸免? I don't even know that word. I think it could be a single character. Yan Huawei, this one. Yeah, Yan Huawei. So it's evolving. So when a local conflict evolves into a global conflict, every country and every person is 不能幸免. I don't know, what is 幸免? Yeah, I was lunwei. I'll show you the word lunwei. This one. Reduced to? Maybe it's not the best choice. 沦为殖民地. No, because it's kind of expanding and getting larger, right? It's not great. Anyway, what is 幸免? Yeah, I kind of feel like 沦为 is not appropriate now. Escape by sheer luck. Ah, okay. 就是幸运的避免, something like that. All right. Yeah, maybe this isn't a good choice. Sorry, I haven't seen it. 唯有什么什么顾客至上的理念 ，OK， 重视 maybe， 才能使服务的品质日渐提升，客户方能真正成为我们的永久支持者。唯有理念 ，No, I think it's like deeply understand. 至上的理念。So this is the highest level of understanding. I think it's just some synonym for understand. Whoa. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure. So certainly not 成为 and 作为. You can't 理念 is a concept, but it might be used flexibly. 落实 to implement their concepts. I think maybe 落实 is correct. 达成 to reach the highest. Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's A or B, but I'm leaning towards A. All right. I saw it. It's going to be 拯救, isn't it? 地球是我们的家园，拯救地球就是拯救我们的未来. Yeah. I slipped. All right. So what do you reckon? A or B? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Shall we Google it? All right, 1 second. I will open up this. So, 唯有 I don't really need this. 落实 we need 落实 and collocation with 理念. So these go together. I want to put site.cn as well. Do they go together? 为进一步落实健康第一的教育理念，教育理念增强了信心。Oh, here we go. 深入贯彻落实新发展理念. Yes, it goes together. All right. And can you... So it's used in this particular sentence. So 落实 is the one I suspected it would be. 落实顾客至上的理念. What is this? Is this a coincidence? I want to see this page. Let me see if I can get it working. No, I can't get it working. It's some app or something like this. All right. 是落实顾客至上的理念的至上理念的体现 是提高顾客进店率、购买率、顾客no 客单价。What is 客单价？ Every transaction. Oh, they spend more. 客单价的重要因素。So, I mean, it goes together, I guess. What the 至上 supreme? Oh, hold on. That's why I misunderstood. That's why I'm struggling here. So, the 理念 the 顾客至上的理念. So this is like the customer comes first, the concept that the customer comes first. This is not the customer's concept. This is your, as a business owner's concept of the customer. Ah, now I get it. So you want to implement that. Yeah, so 达成 I don't know. I don't know how to explain why it's not that, other than it doesn't seem to be the appropriate collocation. Anyway, I'm fairly confident I got all those right. That's not a big deal. 应对 right? 应对 not 对应 Yeah, 应对应对应对 reply and reaction respond 应对挑战 yeah. All right. Do I do these? I'm not sure. Some of these exercises are not especially useful. 哥本哈根这次会议各个国家在争吵什么？简单一句话。Maybe I can do it. 简单sorry, it goes through there, doesn't it? 简单一句话。简单一句话。各个国家在争吵。我 might as well just repeat it. 各个国家在争吵。好，他们在争吵什么？他们在争吵发展权，发展权，未来的发展权。Yeah, we use 未来的发展权。未来的发展展权。That'll do. I mean, it's literally asking me to write it simply, right? 简单一句话。二氧化碳排放权对普通国民来讲意味着什么？Yeah, usually it wants we are meant to write whole sentences, but I don't want to do that. So were I to reply to this, I would repeat, 意味着 and then continue from here. 意味着就业意味着sorry 进一步的意味着okay, so I have to use this. Actually, sorry, it's not so easy now. 二氧化碳排放权对普通国民来讲意味着经济的进一步发展。No. Yeah, this is what I mean when it's like, I don't really want to do this. I know I can answer this question in my own words, fine. But if you say this, then I'm just memorizing what's in the text, which is why I don't bother doing these exercises. I think, yeah. 意味着什么? I don't know. 进一步的讨论这个话题。算了 I don't care. 丁仲礼如何看待二氧化碳的公平排放？把什么什么视为 OK， 丁仲礼教授把二氧化碳排放这个棘手的问题视为 未来发展的潜能I don't know 关键因素，对吗？算了 ，I don't know. Who cares? 人类是否能够拯救自己，最核心的问题是什么？取决于人类是否能够拯救自己，取决于文明。He said 文明 right? All right. Yeah, those questions are not especially useful. I feel like, first of all, why can't you just ask a question? Why do I have to use a specific grammar pattern to answer it? And if you want me to practice a grammar pattern, why not just get me to practice the grammar pattern? Why do I have to do both those things at once? Yeah. Anyway. 人类与自然什么什么什么什么共存哦，人类与自然 would it be that 成语休戚相关。气候变化是人类面临的全球性问题。OK。目前公正基本上就环保问题达成了共识。This is definitely 共识。Oops， 共识。全球变暖会对世界造成什么什么性的后果？灾难。Yeah, 灾难性的后果 is a collocation, but I don't know if they're going to write that in the textbook. It's pretty strong words. 要什么什么人类自身拯救 Oh, I have no idea how to handwrite 拯救 Yeah, it's 拯救 but I don't know how to handwrite it. 要拯救人类自身减排放是必行在必行在什么什么的第26届联合国气候变化大会上 Okay, so this is 引示瞩目。中国提出二氧化碳什么什么什么什么力争2030年前达成峰值。So this is going to be like 二氧化碳什么什么 Is it 排放 I don't know 2060年实现碳中和碳中和 is carbon neutrality if you didn't know 什么什么什么什么这样的计划落实这样的计划 Yeah, I think I can write it. Should I write? I forget. Yeah, 灾难性的 I'm not going to write that one. 要什么什么人类自身也拯救也引人瞩目，引示瞩目。I'm not sure if I wrote it correctly though. This one. Anyway, 二氧化碳什么什么力争目标 ，maybe 目标。Anyway， 对于中国这个最大的发展中国家来说，最大的，绝非易事。国家气候战略中心，哎呦，国家气候战略中心战略规划部主任这个人，柴其敏认为，碳达峰、碳中和立足于国家利益和人类共同利益的平等什么什么什么什么上实质上 实际上是一个倒逼机制，倒逼机制。What is 倒逼机制？ I don't know. 更高质量发展，特别是全面建设现代化强国的方向，完全是相符合的。All right, so 拯救 was here. No, here 要拯救。So 轴 and here 拯救，拯救落实排放。Oh, it's just 排放。All right. 排放都是毁灭毁灭性的后果 right? Extinction level event. All right, it's a bit over the top, but 毁灭世界 this one. Yeah, it was 休戚相关。休戚相关。not 影视是 yeah 局势瞩目。So I got one character wrong, not 影 but 局势瞩目。whoops. 局势瞩目。All right. Yeah, I got the others correct, I think. Yeah. I prefer doing it without this. Like the answer should be inferable without like giving it to you, right? They're all completely different parts of speech and things like that too, right? So it makes it so easy, and like you should be able to infer it from collocations alone. All right, apparently we've finished this section, but let's just read this. 注释 annotation / footnote. 碳达峰. So this is peak carbon, right? So some people are speculating that China is at peak carbon. I'm not 100% sure. This is peak carbon. 碳达峰. Oh, maybe it's not in the dictionary. 节能减排术语，指在某个时点二氧化碳的排放不再增长，达到sorry. My phone has some AI built into it, and it just started talking. Yeah, 二氧化碳的排放不再增长，达到峰值之后，逐步回落。So yeah, this is peak carbon. So let's just put in Google so it comes up. Is China bigger than the US? Yes, China is communist, I can answer. Is China safe to visit? Yes. Is China a third world country? Third world refers to non-communist, non-capitalist countries, right? In the not Soviet bloc, but yeah, I'd consider it a second world country. Superpower, yes. Only the World Cup. It depends what you mean by in the World Cup, but probably no. Superpower, yes. China's safe, very safe. Safe to visit. Yeah, come visit. Do whatever you like. It's very safe, very easy. Yeah. It's definitely not what it's portrayed like on, I don't know, before you get here. You get here and it's kind of like, do whatever you want. All right. Yeah. If you come to China and the policeman says, don't do that, you probably shouldn't do that. But in all likelihood, yeah. Yeah. What was I going to look up? Oh yeah, has China reached peak carbon emissions? Something like this. So maybe not. China. 2%. That's a lot, to be honest. So maybe China is yet to be at peak. Yeah, so I've seen plots like this, and it kind of like, huh. So yeah, this is what we've seen for the last N years. There's COVID, and it's like, yeah, you know. And it's kind of like, all right. So it's stopped getting worse. So we may actually be at peak carbon. Yeah, below the peak. So peak in 2024. Oh, we may be past the peak even. Yeah, I'm not sure. Or highly insufficient. All right. So these are projections, right? So this is the current one. Yeah, it has to go down, and it has to go down very rapidly, right? Yeah, as with every other country though, but we all need to participate. Speaking of which, where's turn you off? All right. So anyway, so maybe China is at peak carbon. I don't know. I'm not really an expert on this, but I do know it's important, an important problem. Okay, 碳中和, this is carbon neutrality. So this is a higher goal again, where kind of carbon in the atmosphere it kind of disappears in a sense, through natural processes like photosynthesis and so on. Plants absorbing sunlight and carbon, and that's what plants and algae and whatnot are made from, right? And they emit oxygen from the air. And so, yeah, so there is this possibility of carbon neutrality. So the amount you emit is kind of the amount that kind of disappears and so on. Yeah, 节能减排术语是指人类包括单位、企业、个人计算自己日常活动、生产直接或间接制造的二氧化碳排放量，并计算抵消这些二氧化碳所需的经济成本。然后付款给专门企业和机构。Hold on. OK， 由他们通过植树和其他环保项目抵消 is like cancel out, right? So you're cancelling out or offsetting your carbon emissions by planting forests and things like that. 抵消大气中相应的二氧化碳量，以达到降低温室效应的目的。Yeah, so you can do it. You can do it, like by planting trees and whatnot. But yeah, it also occurs through natural processes and so on. Problem is, unnatural processes are also taking place. So you've got to weigh them up a little bit. All right. Well, that's the end of the chapter. Maybe in the next video we can start on the next chapter. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll call it a video. Remember to like, subscribe, leave friendly comments, and I'll see you in subsequent videos. TTFN.